welcome to today's edition of the News in Brief, brought to you by...
Have you thought of having access to your news at any time and anywhere? Graphic Communication is giving you the opportunity to have news not only in hard copy but also in a digital form. Yes, you can have access to news at all times and even before they reach the newsstands. Simply download the Graphic News Plus from Google Play Store on your Android and App Store on your iOS device and get your digital news from your favorite daily graphic, Graphic Business, The Mirror, Graphic Showbiz, Junior Graphic, and Graphic Sports. Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Visit us on graphic.com.gh for further information. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
In the headlines, Special Prosecutor Mr. Martin Amidu challenges NDC flag bearer Mr. John Mahama to submit himself for interrogation on the Airbus probe. Ghana Health Service urges public to wear masks at all times following spikes in active COVID-19 cases. And Accra High Court throws out the United Front Party suit to halt the December 7 elections. Now the news in brief. The Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu has challenged National Democratic Congress flag bearer Mr. John Mahama to voluntarily submit himself to be interrogated on the Airbus bribery scandal. Mr. Amidu's latest challenge follows Mr. Mahama's comments last week, tagging Amidu as a coward.
John Mahama branded Amidu a coward after the Special Prosecutor, in a report detailing the Japa Royal controversy, mentioned the Airbus scandal and linked the former president to it. But in a rebuttal issued on Monday, November 9, 2020, Mr. Amidu said Mr. Mahama's comments shows his lack of understanding of issues of security and intelligence. He said any person aspiring to be president of Ghana for a second term but does not know that a cardinal principle in security and intelligence is that caution is the better part of valor is not worth the vote.
A survey conducted by the Ghana Health Service in August and early October this year indicates a declining use of nose masks. Dr. Patrick Kumar-Boaje, Director General of the Ghana Health Service, who disclosed this, says the survey showed the percentage of people who do not wear masks at all times has increased from 18 to 72%.
Speaking at the latest COVID-19 briefing in Accra on November 9, Dr. Kumar-Boaje said the survey used a sample of 95,372 people and was conducted in areas such as Agbogboleshi, Kaneshi, Makola, Tema Community 1, shopping malls and lorry stations.
What we say is that the decline had mask wearing, appropriate mask wearing had declined from 44.3% to 10%, and in some settings 5%. Those not wearing masks at all had increased from 18% to 72%, which is a major worry, and these are all in Accra.
Also speaking at the press briefing, Information Minister Kojo Oponkroma disagreed with arguments that activities of politicians were contributing to the rise in the COVID-19 cases. He said available data does not support the claim.
One is the data of the national spread of this recent rise that we have had. If it is true, then it flows that you should be seeing a widespread in all of these regions where you are having all of these activities. If it is true, you should be seeing it. The data should be supporting it. The data does not support that. It's a nice argument to make, especially when you want to take politicians on, but the data is not supporting that. Second, the data as was mined by the Public Health Department of the Ghana Health Service shows us that we're having a lot more issues in offices and workplaces where you have enclosed activity happening. I'm sure you saw him present the data to you. It is a concentrated area, and that's why they are also drawing attention, which is why we are reiterating that call that people who operate, particularly workplaces and activities in enclosed areas, should take extra care. So I know it sounds sexy to want to take on the politicians, that it must be the cause, but the data is not backing.
The Accra High Court has dismissed an application by the United Front Party flag bearer, Nana Jenim Boateng, challenging his disqualification from the December presidential polls. In a ruling on Monday, November 9, the court dismissed Nana Boateng's application, which also sought to place an injunction on the December polls.
According to the court, the UFP flag bearer's contention that he was not given a hearing by the Electoral Commission before his disqualification could not be the case, as evidence showed that he was given a hearing. Again, the court held that the country stood to suffer more than the UFP flag bearer if the injunction was granted. However, Mr. Boateng, also known as Jataba, told journalists he might seek a review of the ruling.
I respect the supremacy of rule of law. So if she has said so, I'm waiting for my lawyers.
You thought you had a good case?
Oh yes, I have a good case, and she repeated it. I had a good case, she said it. That I had a good case. They did not consult me anywhere. So we pray for the best.
Is this the end of the road for your intent to file for a review?
Oh yeah, we will go for review.
Thank you for watching. Remember, COVID-19 is still with us. Take necessary precautions. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh, log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic, and on YouTube at Graphic GH. I'm Mahama.